Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial we will be discussing the timer on delay in PLC. So let's begin. First I will explain you the basics of the timer on delay, and then we will be moving into the TIA Portal software where I will explain you how to use the timer on delay there as well. TON stands for timer on delay. It's a timer that starts counting after the input signal turns on. Let's take a look at how it works. Once the input is active, the timer begins counting. It counts up to a specific value, which is called as preset time. When the timer reaches that preset time, the output turns on. However, if the input turns off before reaching that time, the timer resets back to zero. A common application of timer on delay is to delay the start of a motor after pressing the start button in order to avoid sudden starts. And now let's move into the TIA Portal software where I will explain you how to use the timer on delay. I am selecting this line in order to place a normally open contact here like this. Now select this line again, and we need to place the TON timer here. So in timer operation we have TON timer. So double click here, a window will pop up, click OK, and this right here is timer on delay. And now select this line and click on this output button in order to place the output here as well. And now let's make some tags. For that I will click here show all tags. These are the previous tags, so I will be selecting all and clicking on delete button. In tags I will be defining three things: input, output and elapsed time. Elapsed time is basically for the counter. Okay, so for input we use I for the identifier, which is correct, and for output we use Q as identifier. So I am changing the identifier from I to Q because this is output, and the data type will be boolean for the output and input as well. But for elapsed time the data type will be double word, so I will be changing this to double word for elapsed time. So scroll down a little bit, it would be written D word. And also I have to change the identifier as well. For elapsed time we will be using M as identifier. So change this to M and check this box. We are done with the tags. So now let's get back to the main, and now let's assign all of these tags here. So this is the input button. I will be assigning input to this one, and this is the output, so I will be assigning output tag to this one. And for the timer we will be defining the preset time and elapsed time. So for preset time I am assigning 4 seconds. For that I am typing 4000 because this is milliseconds, and 4000 milliseconds equal 4 seconds. And for the elapsed time I will be simply using the tag elapsed time that we have just defined in the tag section. So we will be clicking on the start simulation, which is working already in my case. So I will be just downloading this program. Click on load and turn on the monitoring mode. As soon as we turn on the monitoring mode we will see this green line. Okay, and now we will be having this window as well. We need to go into the sim tables and click on load tags. We do not need this IEC timer tags, so either you can delete it, it's totally up to you, because I only need these three tags: input, output and elapsed time. So as soon as I click on input button, the timer should start counting for 4 seconds and the output will get turned on then, and it is the case. Let me show you this again. As soon as I press the input button, the output will get turned on after 4 seconds because our preset time is 4 seconds. So this is all for this video guys. If you find this video helpful then please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.